And the show DBS command, what it will do, it will show you all the databases which are existing in your system, right? So now first what we have to do, we have created the database Shruti, but now we have to create the collection. So for creating the collection, command is, you can see over here, first you have to type DB. So what is DB? DB is the command that for the database we are going to create collection. So first command is DB dot my collection. This is the name. This is the name of your collection, and name you can write anything. In Shruti, I can write Vadva or my collection. So you can write anything, the collection which you want. That is the name of the table which you want, right? So my collection and insert. Now in this we are adding the document also, and we are creating the collection also. So there are two ways for creating it. Either you can create the collection with just the create collection command, or you can create it with, in the same command you can create the data also. Okay. Okay, there is latency. I guess there is some problem with the network. First, what we have to do, we have to create the collection. So I'll just write this command. So we see over here in Shruti. Let me just paste it. What we are doing, we are creating a collection. So for creating a collection, you have to write DB dot create collection. And this should be, you will get in the, when you write create, you will get it how you can write it even. So create collection, you have to write, and in the brackets, round brackets, in the round brackets, you have to give the collection name. And the collection name you because this is a string, so you have to give it in the double quotes. So here I am creating the collection with the name my collection, but you can use Vadva or any other name, your name for the collection, that is for the table. Okay, so let me just run it. Okay, done. Now here you can see that okay, I is okay, that is if you are getting the result, then your collection is get created, right? So after create, अब यहाँ तक सबका हो गया? Everyone has created collection. Okay. So if I want to see the collection also, but the command for showing it, just write show collection. Show collections and execute it. And you can see over here, because I am in the currently in the Shruti database, and in the Shruti database I have only created the my collection, right? But in this you didn't create any row or any data in this. So for creating this, what you have to do, we have to insert the rows in it. So you have to db dot your collection name, then what you have to write, let's create, then you have to insert the rows into it. And every data which you are inserting into this, just see this command db dot your collection name, that is my collection which I have created, then dot insert. If my collection is not existed, it will create it. Okay. And insert, we are inserting the data over here. And which data? Because I told you it's in the JSON format. The data which we are writing in this, it's in the form of the key and value pair. Okay, so the data which you have to write it in the form of the key and value. So the key I am using over here is the name, and the value I am giving over here is the Shruti. So this is just the one line data which I am adding in my document. Okay, so here we are creating the collection, and in this we are using insert, that you have to insert the row. For inserting the row, that is the document which we called in the MongoDB, and in this I just want to write name and its value Shruti. So name is the key and the value is Shruti over here. So let me just copy this one, and let me just copy this first. And for the key and value pair, you in insert function you have to write. Okay, I'll copy the command in the chat box also. Just see this one in the insert function. What you have to do, you have to give the key and the value pair in the curly braces. And okay, there is a lag in screen, so I guess you are having because this is of internet connection. Okay, I'll just write the command in the chat box also. Okay, so here I have in the command also. Did you get the command or not? My yes, you'll get it, but I don't know what's the problem you're having. Let me. You didn't get it. Wait. You'll get it. Okay. Okay, done. Let me just run this command. Even you can create another collection also. For example, I have created my collection earlier. So yeah, after the MongoDB lecture, then I'll share these commands notepad. Okay? Okay, Ankush? So let create collection 2. So I am creating another collection with the name collection 2. And in this, just let's write the name is Shruti and give value, let's say Gunika. Okay. Let's just run this command and you will see the output inserted one. Okay. That means one row is inserted in the table with the name my collection 2. Okay. So here you can see, now I can see, okay, only my notepad file is visible. Then there is just jet, there is some delay. Wait, you will see, just 1 second, let me know when you will see it. Not, wait, running fine, my audio is fine. Yes, anyone? Audible, I'm audible. And what about my screen? Are you getting this Studio 3D or what are you getting? The notepad file? Okay, showing Studio. Yes. Okay. We have inserted. Now let's check its show collections also. Just execute this one. Now we are having two tables, one with the name my collection and the second one is the my collections 2. Okay. So in this my collection 2, we are having the one row that is the name Gunika. So for this, if you want to, now you want to query this. Now if you want to see what the values you are having. So for this, we have to query that. So but first we'll see when we are creating the database. So how we can drop the database also in which you are working. And you can only drop the database in which you are currently switching. So how you can do that with the command db dot drop database. Okay. So this command is used for dropping the database in which you are currently in. So first we will drop the database also. So let's just perform this command. Okay, let me just copy this one and paste it for you also. Let me just run this. So it said dropped Shruti. Can you see this? So okay,
मैम
screen is delaying.
मैम योर वॉइस
Yes,
इज
Shivam.
ओके बट स्क्रीन इज लैगिंग आई मीन काफी लेट आ रही है अपडेट बहुत देर में हो रही है
It's I guess because of the internet. Wait, I'll switch to my other network. Now can you see my screen? Tell me, everyone can see my
Yes, ma'am.
screen now? Okay. Copy the database. So command is db dot drop database. Okay, so this we have done, and at the output you can see dropped. Okay. So here you have got it that dropped. Okay. Now if you want to see the databases also, you can just type db, the current database in which you are in. Okay, we'll just run this db command. Okay. So here it has run Shruti because the data is in the, now we have the Shruti, but the content they have actually removed it. But we have the data if we want to remove it, but at the inside of it, it is not, it will not have. Wait, we'll just show it with the show dbs command and run it. Okay. So here you can see we are not having this database with the name Shruti. It got deleted. So for removing the database, what you have to do, you have to write just this command db dot drop database. So here you have dropped the database also. So wait, let me do one thing. So DBS we have done. Let me again create the another database. Okay, so we'll just create another database in which we'll see how we can drop the collection also, because we have created the collection. So we have to drop the collection also. So the first way you have to create the collection, I told you, you have to use the db.create collection command. And the second way, if you want to create it, either you can give the collection name at the time when you are giving the document name, right? So, and for dropping it, the command is db dot your collection, my collection, that is your collection name, and dot drop. This is the command you can use for it. So wait, I'll just perform it for you for this. Okay, still you are getting the screen delay or what? Yes, tell me. No? Show collection. Just run this one. Can you see any collection now? Can you see any collection in the output? No. Why we are not getting any collection in the output? Yes, tell me why we are dropped. Because we have removed this table. We have removed this database Shruti in which we were having the tables, my collections, right? So if you are having the database and particularly you want just remove the table, that is only the your collection, then in that case you just have to drop. It's showing false. You can't remove that. You can see it over here showing. It is not showing any collections. You can see on the output screen of mine. If it is giving false, then it is not done that, Gunika. If it is giving you the false one, try to run it again. Okay. So now what you have to do, you have to create another this another you have to create another database. Okay, and in that database you have to create again collection. So let me just do this one again. Let's create Shruti. Now you switch to DB Shruti. Okay, Aditya, check your what mistake you have done. Then let's run this DB command. Now we are on Shruti, and let's create collection also. Name my collection. Let's just run this one. We have created one collection also, and let's just click on the show collections one. Now you can see we have the my collection file, right? Now I have to drop it. So for dropping it, what you have to do, just write the command db dot your name and drop. That's it. Run it. True. If it is saying true, that is they have done it. Okay. So if they have done it, that is they have done the drop. So after this, let's just click on this show collections. There is no such collection. So this is how you can create the database, how you can create the collection, how you can drop the database, how you can drop the collections also. So this part we have seen today. Okay, so more of it, that is for creating the rows also, and how you can create the JSON file, multiple rows, how can you create it, and if you want to give the multiple fields also, okay, and how you can use the logical operators, how you can update the query, or how you can find something, how you can query something from it. So all the database we have to do. Okay, no problem. If you're getting the version as an output, there is no problem, Raghav. This we will see tomorrow. Everything, but यहाँ तक समझ में आया? You got false value, Vrinda? Okay, we'll have to see. I'll just stop sharing. Now your session will start from tomorrow, but we'll take your questions now. Okay, Vrinda, you can share your screen. I'll check why you are getting false. Okay, show collections execute करना. Run it. Done ना. वो drop हो गया, but sometimes it give you after removing it, sometimes it give you like this false, but you can check it whether it has done or not in the show collections. Okay, ठीक है वृंदा? Okay, yes. Tell me anyone who is having problem in this. Yes, now I'll take your doubts. Tell me the problems you are facing. Okay, Aditi, share your screen. Okay, system version. No problem. They were having the system version also in this. Even there are many commands in which you can use also. Mm. What the problem you are having, Aditi?
Ma'am, it's showing collections even after dropping the collections.
Okay, use the command drop again in front of me. Write the command first. Not here. After the ninth line. This is for dropping database. For dropping collection, you have to write db dot your collection name, then your drop. So this is not the command. So for you have to write db dot your collection or collection name dot drop. I'll just paste the command in the chat box. You can run that. And just send it. It will take 1 or 2 minutes, I guess. So I'll say db dot which collection you want to remove. Let's my collection. Write db dot my collection dot my collection my db dot my collection, Aditi. Not collection, my collection. Your name is my collection. Yeah, execute it now. It is showing you false. Now run show collection. Right, show collections. ओके बिकॉज यार कलेक्शन में आपका सी छोटा है और मेरे में सी बड़ा है तो वहां पर सी को छोटा करो यस यू हैव टू गिव योर कलेक्शन नेम ना बच्चे नाउ इट इज ट्रू ना यस नाउ शो कलेक्शंस पर रन करो अब ठीक है आदिति ओके यस एवरीवन एनीवन इज हैविंग डाउट टिल हियर मोंगोडीबी इज वेरी इजी आप सबको इजी लग रहा है यस और नो yes tell me it's easy or not you can stop sharing aditi if you have no doubt left ओके किसी को भी इजी नहीं लग रहा है मोंगोडीबी या एवरीवन हैज फाउंड दिस डिफिकल्ट और व्हाट इज मोंगोडीबी डिफिकल्ट इट्स simple it's a english language it's like english language yes type in the chat box but found this one it's easy right yeah okay what is the best way to learn command from basic commands that that command of DOS you are talking about DOS or this MongoDB okay compared to Hadoop yeah, it is very intuitive okay DOS command okay I'll say this is just basic and I'll send you the cheat sheet of the DOS command Ankush just give me a mail okay I'll send you the cheat sheet of the DOS command you can learn commands from it and yes good yeah but see now Hadoop is a very big and this is just a small database you're getting. My email ID is shrutivadva99 at the rate gmail.com. So tomorrow we'll have to complete this one. Yes, Vaibhav, I got your mail, but I didn't get actually the time. Actually, I was busy today. I have lots of meetings, but I'll reply you after this class. Yes, any doubts, participants? So we'll do. You can practice even if download is not done in your system. We have created the database. We have created the collection. We have seen how we can delete the collection, how we can delete the database. Okay. So that part we have done. Now tomorrow we will see more of it. Now the installation and everything is done in it. So we will try to complete all the topics of the MongoDB in which you can work. And now after that you can relate with the Hadoop, that how Hadoop is working with the MongoDB, how the data is storing into it. So you will see it tomorrow, everything in the MongoDB which we have. So don't miss the tomorrow session because we have to done tomorrow this practical task of this MongoDB, right? So tell me any doubt if you're having in the today session.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So should we wind up the class?
Um, for today's
Yes.
session, I don't have any doubt, but for the homework that you gave us yesterday, could you explain exactly what is expected for the reducer and the mapper?
Yes, yes, yes. Wait, one thing. Arjit, show your screen because I didn't start my VMware today. I'll explain what we want actually. Arjit, can you share your screen? Yeah, open the mapper file. First, the mapper file. Same this, the task which I gave you is this, that I want the output should be in the two columns, that is the store is the key and the value is in the cost form. So the first line, see, we have done in the first program in the word count which I have shown you, imports is, and the second because we have to take the input from the standard input, so this we have used in that file also. And the data in which you are getting, we don't want any spaces in between before and after that, so that's why we have used this strip function. So same we have done here. And in this the columns we were having is 6, the total number of columns, that why we have given that the total length of the data, that is the total number of columns, it should be equal to 6. If that data you are getting, yeah, this is just for getting sure, this is just for getting it that what you have to do, that you are getting the same, the file which you are having, it's the same or the other one. This is for making it sure. If you are having the length of the data, that is the number of field is 6, then these are the values you are having. The columns one, date, time, store, item cost, payment. That is would be equal to the data. So these are the columns you are having in your data. So we have applied this, and in this we want to retrieve which value you want to retrieve. So we have given the columns name by ourselves, the store and the cost. So we just want only to print that data. So here we are just printing in this store and the cost value. So after this, the data you are getting in the output of this mapper file is in the form of the key and the value. And now you have got the store function and the cost. So the store we are using as the key and the cost we are using as the value. I just only want the data in the key and the value form from the mapper file, that is the output which we want from the mapper file, right? So this is the output which we getting. Is it clear good now? The mapper part?
Yes.
Okay, let's move to the reducer part. So see in this, I told you that in the reducer part, what we want the every data you are getting. Okay, so every data which you are getting in this, what you have to do, you have to in the input you are getting it is the key and the value form. So where the key is the store name and the value is your the amount you are getting. So all the sales for the particular store we have to present. So the key will get changed and we will deal with the next store at that time. So for this, what we are doing again, we are using this, we are getting the input that is from the mapper file, again from the standard input library. And here the variable we have created data map. This is the data which we are getting it from the mapper file. That it should be in the line strip. This is just for removing it, and you have to split where you will get the tab. That is where you get the space. You have to split the line into that. And if the length of the data, because now this is just for making sure that the data you are getting it from the input, you are getting from the mapper file, it should be in the key and the value pair. That is only the two columns you are having, two fields you are having. So we are calculating the length. If it is not equal to 2, then there is something wrong, so you have to skip that line. That is, we are just continuing it. You can skip this part also. This is just the way, if you want to write it to make it look good, or if you don't want to do any mistakes in that. So we have done that, then continue. Otherwise what you have to do, this key, that continue किस पे करना है, we have taken two variable, this key and this sale. So this key is for the key that you are having the store, and the value you are getting is the total number of sales of this sale. And these two columns we have created for this, and the data map which we are getting from the input from the mapper file, this will go, key value goes to the key file and the value goes to the this sale column. Okay, so these are the two variables which we have created. Now in see this, we have to see if there is the value you are getting, the key you are having, for that you just have to print that if they are not equal, the key and its value. If they are equal, then just same key you have to print it at the same time, the same key and its value, the key same key of the previous one and its value. That's it. We are just printing at the time. That's it. We are doing nothing else. Okay, good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You can stop sharing, Archit. I was not trying because I told you, Weber, that I'll implement the code in the C plus plus also. Then I have to write the code. Then I'll show you into the C plus plus. That would be, I can send you in the mail. Otherwise, I can show you in the tomorrow class. No problem. Because VMware is not working. I have not started the VMware today. Okay, Weber. Okay, that's great. Yes. Any more questions, participants?
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम।
Yes.
मैम हम सी प्लस प्लस में या फिर सी में फाइल बनाएंगे तो वो एग्जीक्यूट किस तरह से होगी, पाइथन की तरह या फिर हमें जावा की तरह कोड लिखना पड़ेगा?
जावा की तरह कोड लिखना पड़ेगा और उसके लिए हमें जार फाइल जैसे हम कर रहे हैं ना, तो वो देखनी पड़ेंगी कौन कौन सी जार फाइल्स वी कैन यूज फॉर इट। बिकॉज पाइथन के लिए आप हडूप स्ट्रीमिंग यूज कर रहे थे, ठीक है, और जावा के लिए आप जार फाइल यूज कर रहे थे, तो जैसे हम उसमें करते हैं क्लिप्स में। तो आई हैव टू सी फॉर द सी प्लस प्लस ऑल्सो, आपको इसके लिए कौन सी जार फाइल्स चाहिए या कैसे रन करता है, दैट आई हैव टू सी फर्स्ट।
ओके मैम।
Okay. Because we are mainly working in the Python language. Even I have done the YouTube analysis in the PySpark. जो मैं आपको कह रही हूँ that you have to done the YouTube analysis or Twitter analysis, the data we are getting from the YouTube and the Twitter, we can analyze the data and we can find very information from it. So you can run it on the MapReduce as well as a project also, and you can run it on the PySpark there because that is mainly for the streaming data. So I have done again that in the Python language. Otherwise, your Apache Spark is having the native language is Scala. Okay. But that's the privilege they are giving it to you, that you can work either in the Java language or in the Python language. So just try to fix one language and you want to work. And the one is saying C++. I prefer you to. I'll say to you that you should go for the Python language because now in upcoming days and in upcoming your study, because everything is in the Python now, so you should start learning to that. There's no one who is doing the code in the C++ language. So just try to learn Python now. Okay? And even you can get the very much help in Python if you're doing the work in this. Okay. Oh,
I hope all your doubts are clear now. And for your attendance, I have uploaded the link in your chat window. So I opened that at 6:20. So it will be there in your account for the next 10 or 15 minutes. So complete that on time. And regarding your certification for the course, the minimum attendance requirement will be 75%. So you need to complete that so that you get your certificates for the course. And along with that, you need to submit these tests that are in the format of your attendance regularly. Only then you'll get your certificates. Otherwise, there might be issue with your certificate. Might not. We'll try to think another issue, another criteria for that. But for now, it is 75% only, and you need to complete that for the certificates. Is there anyone having any doubt, any issues with that? Yes, sir.
कॉलेज में भेज जाएंगे या फिर हमारे ईमेल पर एक पीडीएफ फॉर्म में मिलेंगे हमें?
I'll update to you with that also. Right now, I have the updations regarding the attendance, so I have updated you with that. As soon as I get updations regarding like how will we issue your certificates, whether it will be e-certificates or will post that manually, I'll update you with that also.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, I have attended the classes, but I usually leave it when the question session is going on. So I didn't fill the form for the
But
last
you,
classes.
from now you need to submit it because we need your attendance to be 75 for the issuance of the certificates.
So I will. What about the previous classes that I have?
So previous won't be possible, but for the next ones you can stay and make the link active.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
you
Thank
can
you.
participate in that also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else?
What about my roll number? I still didn't get that.
Gunika, I'll message you in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, so fine. We are ending the session here today.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.